So today we're going to go through function, non-function, and I know you did some of this last year. Some of this may be new though, so we'll make sure we take it slow and go through it. And so this is the page that is in your workbook. Make sure you find this exact page. It is also linked in Canvas, so if you don't have your workbook, you can pull it up there. So all we're going to look at today is the x values. So all we care about is our, and I'm going to write kind of up here on the top, all we care about is our x values. So we're not even going to look at the y values today, just the x values. And all we are looking for is, are all of the x values different? So if all of our x values are different, then yes, it is a function. If any of the x values repeat, then no, it's not a function. So let's kind of go through some examples right here. And so the first things we're going to look at is some ordered pairs. So let's take a look at A. So remember, when we write a point, it's going to be x comma y. So we're only looking at those x values again. So in example A, my first x value, -8. My next point, my x value, -6. My next point, x value 2. X value of 0, and x value of 5. So are they all different? Well, -8, -6, 2, 0, 5. Yes, they're all different. So yes, it is a function. Okay, in example B, I have -9, -1, -1, 3, and 0. So -1 and -1. They repeat. So are they all different? No. So it's not a function. Okay, so then you guys can do 1, 2, and 3 on your own. So now we'll jump down to tables. I think tables are even easier. Again, we're only looking at these x values. We don't even care what these y values say. So I'm going to look here, and I have -4, -1, 3, 7. Are they all different? Yes. So yes, it's a function. When I come over here to example B, again, only looking at those x values, I see that 1 repeats. So are they all different? No. So no, it's not a function. So you guys can do 4, 5, and 6 on your own. So now I'm going to jump down to mappings. Same thing, my x values, my y values. Okay, so when I look at 1, goes to 2. Look at 2, it goes to 0. 5 goes to 7. 7 goes to 0. And 8 goes to 7. Again, we don't care about these y values, just the x values. Each one has one line coming from it, so it's used one time. So yes, it is a function. Okay, in example B, look at our x values and our y values. 1 is only used once, but then when I look at this 7, one time the 7 goes to this 1, and another time it goes to the 3. So this 7 is used twice. It's used here, and it's used here. So is it a function? No, because that 7 repeats. Mappings are a little more difficult, so I'll make sure I go through one more problem with you. So again, x and y. So we're looking at these x values right here. So we're going to look at which one has 2 arrows coming from it. Which one is used twice? So my answer, that 2 is used once and twice. So is it a function? No, again, because it's used twice. So you guys can practice now on 7, 8, and 9. Okay, the last ones we're going to do are graphs. Okay, so on a graph, instead of kind of looking at the x values, instead we're going to draw a vertical line. Okay, so this is pretty easy. We're going to come over here to graph A, and I'm going to draw a vertical line. So just as a reminder, vertical, straight up and down. So I'm going to draw a line straight up and down. So all I'm going to do is look at how many times did my line touch this graph. So here's my line, here's my graph, and they touched one time. So if they touch once, yes, it's a function. Okay, let's try another one. Example B. So same thing, I'm going to draw that vertical line, except here I hit the graph once and I hit the graph twice. So I hit the graph twice. No, it's not a function. Okay, and this last one, example C, this one's a little weird because it has points, but same thing. So if I draw a vertical line here, I only hit one point, but if I drew it here, I would hit 1, 2, 3 times. So because I could hit it 3 times there, no, it's not a function. Okay, so if you're struggling with 10, 11, and 12, that's okay. These are probably the most difficult ones. Same thing with the mappings, but we for sure should be able to get the ordered pairs and the tables today. So your assignment is, after you finish these problems, to take a look at the back. Okay, so the back has all the way through number 20. Again, all example problems. So you're just putting, yes, is it a function? Or no, it's not a function. Okay, and I want you to write them all down on here. If you have your workbook, please just work in that. If not, you're going to have to write down the problem. So you don't need to write down all of the numbers here. Just write down number 1, and you're going to tell me, yes, it's a function, or no, it's not a function. So throughout this video, if I went too fast on some problems, or you need to listen again, please go back and review it. Again, this is kind of meant for you to listen to it and watch it as you are working.